Hello there. You are here today for a 10-minute beginner strength exercise routine. If you are dealing with pelvic floor issues, including prolapse, and you are a little bit skeptical about starting strength training, but you would really like to get started because you know the benefits of strength training, you're in the right place. So I have for you today 5 exercises. We're going to do them circuit style. So we're going to do 5 exercises through, and then we're going to perfect them, do them 5 times again. 50 seconds of work time with 10 seconds of a recovery. Get ready for the next exercise time. So that is where you are. And today I am using a set of 5 pound weights and a set of 8 pound weights. So what you want to think is you're breaking the ice. You're just getting things started again. You want to feel really good for the rest of the day, not like you regret doing something because you were grabbing weights that were too heavy. So that's what you want to be thinking about here. Okay. So I just have 5s and 8s. So I recommend that you do something similar, if not even less. Okay. So we're going to get started and we're going to start with chest press. Okay. So you're going to have the weights here by your side, and we're going to lie down. You're going to have your feet close to your bum. Your whole torso is very stable and steady. All right. And we are going to be pressing the weight towards the ceiling for 50 seconds. So weights in your hand, elbows for this variation. Your elbows are going to stay in towards your sides. So it's a narrow grip, and you're going to press the weights up towards the ceiling, keeping your shoulder blades planted down towards the mat and away from your ears. And then you're going to slowly lower the mat down. So it's just this, and then slowly lowering back down. Okay. So I'm going to set my timer. This is exercise number 1. Your weights are here, shoulders out of your ears, no stress up here. You don't want that. You want everything down. And here we go. Exhale, inhale, and slowly lower. Exhale, push, and slowly lower. Exhale, push, and slowly lower. So this is great for your chest muscles, for the underside of your upper arms, for the front of your shoulders. Exhale, push, slowly lower. Exhale, push, slowly lower. And if you feel like you're getting tired, you can do one arm push, the other arm push. It's a little variation, right? All right, that's great. That was 50 seconds. That was perfect. We're going to set the weights to our side, and we're going to do dead bugs with our legs starting up, arms up, right arm down, left heel taps, and up. Okay, so your abdominals are engaged. You're breathing. Never hold your breath. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. So your movement wants to match your breathing. You always exhale on the hard part. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So you feel this in your tummy muscles, in your leg, maybe. That was 50 seconds. Pull your knees in. And now we're going to do Supermans. Move the weight out of your way. Flip over. And this is a lift and a lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Do you want to make it a little more complex? Lift, pull, extend, and lower. Lift, pull, extend, and lower. Up, in, out, Up, in, out, down. So in your back, your glutes. Perfect. That was 50 seconds. So now we're going to do an overhead. So grab the lighter weight of a 5-pound here. Keeping your abdominals strong. You extend back over your head. Exhale, pull it back up. Extend back. Exhale, pull it back up. So this is for your back, your shoulders, your abdominals. If you're dealing with a prolapse, you want to be careful about how you are engaging your abs. So especially in the beginning, we are avoiding flexion, which means things like crunches. Inhale, exhale, pull up. Inhale, exhale, pull up. And now we're going to do our bridge. So you can choose to keep a weight here if you want it on your hips for your bridging. And then you exhale, you lift, squeezing the underside of your legs here, and then slowly lower. Exhale, slowly lower. Exhale, lift, slowly lower. Exhale, lift, slowly lower. You want everything to be still and steady and even, right? No wobbling around. No one hip shouldn't be higher than the other one. Exhale, lift. And this is the last in our 5 exercise series. So we'll be starting back at the beginning after this. Good. That was 50 seconds. Perfect. Flip that way to side. And now we're going to start with chest press. Okay, right here, like we were in the beginnings. And then it's press. And so I showed you last time, if this was too difficult, right, you started getting tired, you could press. Well, you can also do the opposite if it's too easy. Press, where one arm stays extended. You just want to make sure your form is really good. There's not wobbling around. So chest, underside of the upper arm, and shoulders. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push. No pressure in your pelvic floor here. Never hold your breath. Good. That was 50 seconds. Put those to the side. And now we have our dead bugs. Arms up, legs up, alternating. So right arm, left leg, left arm. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. A modification here would be this. So one foot's always on the ground. So it's up to you. So the movement challenges, the longer your leg and your arms are, it challenges the leverage, it challenges your core. Good. Can hug your knees in for a second. We're going to do those Superman, where we flip over onto our tummy here. All right. And then it lift, pull, extend, and lower. And then if you want to, you can even add a little inner thigh where you squeeze your legs in as your arms come down. Up, in, out, and lower. Up, in, out, and lower. Good. Now we're going to grab the lighter weight and do those overhead pullovers. Extend and pull. Right, so the weights are just coming down as far over as you can get them comfortably. Extend. Perfect. And then what's next? Bridging. And this is our last exercise. So heels close to your fingertips, and it's just lift and lower. Exhale and lift. Slowly lower. Right, so flat triangle here, okay? And slowly lower. You can lift your arms up if you want to take away the stability a little bit. Exhale, lift. That's it, guys. Very good work. So that was 10 minutes of an intro, breaking the ice on strength training. You know, if you're coming back from a prolapse, pelvic floor issue, this is a really good place to start. So let's take a minute and just stretch. So we're going to pull one knee in, pull the other knee in, and just loop around and rock back and forth and just stretch out your low back. Good. Grab the outsides of your feet and extend your legs. And you can keep rocking. You can bring your feet closer together, like the soles of your feet, and do a little inner thigh stretch. And push your elbows into your knees, and you might feel a little bonus inner thigh stretch here. And then put your right foot on the floor, put your left ankle on your right knee, and you can push against your left knee and feel a stretch in your left hip. You can also pull in with your right knee into more of a figure four stretch and feel the stretch in your left hip even more. Okay, and then your left foot on the ground, your right ankle on your left knee, pull in and just rock back and forth, and you'll feel a stretch in your right hip. And just make sure you're not clenching down there, clenching anywhere around the pelvic floor, your glutes, especially. You want to feel really relaxed. You can't just always be clenched because that causes a lot of tightness. And you would just want to avoid all of that tightness because that actually causes more dysfunction in your pelvic floor, being clenched all the time in your glutes, in your pelvic floor. Okay, and that is that. All right. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really, really hope that you found this workout beneficial, especially if you're dealing with pelvic floor issues, prolapse, and you are looking for direction and how to get that whole thing functioning better again. I have a passion for helping women with pelvic floor issues as I have dealt with a pelvic floor issue myself at Prolapse. And so that is what my videos are mostly directed towards. So if you would like and subscribe to my channel, that would be great. And you will be kept up to date with any new videos that I am coming out with so that we can get our pelvic floors functioning properly and we can do all the things we love to do, like laughing and exercising and all of that without worrying about leaking. So I hope to see you again soon. Thanks so much. Bye.